We were talking at the end of last hour about the rash of ACL injuries this year, led by Micah Parsons and Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes got hurt. That was contact in the Chargers game. Micah Parsons, non-contact injury. And yesterday, the NFL said that they announced they're going to have a study to look at turf. And these are new rules, or at least a new policy, a new approach to this. And people, I think, were surprised at the number of torn ACLs so far this year, 30 so far. Now, that seems like a lot. And the reason why it seems like a lot is because there's some big names in here. In 2024, there were 38 torn ACLs. 2023, 43. 2022, 51. 2021, 57. 2020, 42. You can go back to 2013. There were 63 torn ACLs. So it seems like we're trending down. But why can't we come up with universal fields that can prevent at least the non-contact injury? So we bring in the head coach of the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh. Those numbers alarming to you, surprising to you? Anything we can do to improve those number of ACLs?
Yeah, I mean that discussion's been going on for a long time with the turf, and they're very scientific about it. My understanding. Almost like stint meters in golf, but those numbers to me, I mean, it's like one a year. That's kind of my recollection from from coaching all these years and playing as well, is about one guy on the team will get an ACL. And there was a day when that ACL would be career ending. Think back to Gale Sayers and now. It's advancements in safety and medical, are really incredible and getting better all the time.
But when you were at Michigan, all of your linemen had to wear braces, knee braces?
Yes. That was the rule.
And how preventative is that? I know Jake Butts got hurt and Blake Corum, got hurt as well. Those are contact. But is it that helpful in preventing ACLs?
I thought so. I really did, Dan. The running backs, tight ends didn't wear them, but we had the defensive linemen wearing knee braces in practice, and that would it doesn't prevent like but whatever injury it would have been, it makes it a lot less in my experience and trainers and the medical experts.
What was different about the Chiefs this year as opposed to previous years?
Oh, there's it's just the most historic, incredible, job that team has done year in, year out. Andy Reid, the best. He's the best. Patrick Mahomes, incredible competitor, and I was talking to one of our assistant coaches yesterday, and if we could just do half of what they've been able to accomplish over the last 7 years, I know I would do a cartwheel.
But what's the game plan of Mahomes? He seems like he's running a lot more. He had been running a lot more than in previous years and had been their most dangerous runner. But as a defensive philosophy, what was it going into this game?
They had adversity in the offensive line, different combinations, different really good players out, but guys stepped in, and Chiefs are still operating at a very high level. And I was for the competitor that Patrick is. I mean, we just hope and praying that he would have dodged a bullet, and unfortunately he didn't. But he's already getting ready for surgery, and just know his mindset is going to be surgery and then rehab. He just wants to be doing, and so that's really we're trying to replicate that here in Los Angeles. And
but are you trying to force him out of the pocket? Because he loves to go right, but it's easier said than done that we don't want to let him go outside the pocket.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Oh, uh, eh, you know, you try to contain him. You really do. The the discipline in the rush lanes. You got to have. It's got to be coordinated with all five or four or six or seven rushers. Every single play, and he still finds ways to make the impossible possible. But it's Tuesday. It's our feet are moving. We're up, and we're going to keep them moving because we got Dallas this week, and I really think they're the best offense we've played in a while. Really good receivers, really good quarterback, very good up front, and running game that we're going to try to figure out how to stop as well.
Talking
Slow
to
down.
Jim Harbaugh, Chargers head coach. Do you coach any differently in December than you do in September?
That's a great question. They all count the same. They count the same, but yeah, it's different. It's like the fourth quarter in a game. And then you get down to the end, and it's then it's like the 2-minute drill. In the playoffs, or trying to get into the playoffs. But everybody's fighting for their lives. Everybody's fighting, really for their playoff destiny, and the teams that don't have a chance to be in the playoffs, they're fighting at the highest level, for pride and for their team and for their organizations. It's the competitive season. Tis the season for competition.
How much does it help playing the position as a head coach, helping Justin Herbert play the position?
I've been asked that a bunch of times, and I don't have a great answer for that because he is just so much better at everything, every part of the game.
Is there anything you do better than or did better than Justin Herbert?
No, there's nothing. There's nothing
Nothing.
nothing. And I don't want to demonstrate anything. I mean, it's just not gonna look right. So I just really focus on number one, protecting him. But it's just a tremendous blessing to have him. Derwin James, Justin Herbert, Khalil Mack, the absolute best leaders I've ever been, and playmakers, that I've ever been associated with.
You said you were still processing the Sharon Moore situation. What are you processing? What is going through your head or trying to understand?
Yeah, it's really still don't have my head wrapped around it, Dan. It's it's a tragedy, and just praying for all concerned. I love my alma mater, love Michigan, but I love the Chargers too. And I'd be doing a disservice if I wasn't putting all my focus on this game. This is the most important game for us.
When's the last time you talked to Sharon Moore?
Haven't early December, but I have texted him.
Nothing since he was arrested.
Just text.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
How are his spirits?
I think it's a tragedy. It's the worst days of his life, and keep it together and take care of your family. That's that's the message, and getting spiritual guidance, is really critical.
Are you helping Michigan at all find their head coach?
No, I'm not. All focus is on the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, congrats on the win, and good luck against Dallas. And then you host Houston, then you're at Denver. Who's the best team you face? You talk about Dallas will be the best offense. Who's the best team?
Best offense we played, definitely, that we played in a while. Right, the team that stands out. The ones that got the best of us. But these last two games, Chiefs, Eagles. I mean, football at at the highest level. That's been, and I think it's made us keener and sharper and finer too to go through those two games, and we expect the same challenge this week.
Do you want to play in the snow?
I prefer the snow than 35 or 33 and rain. So as soon as the temperature goes below 30, I know it's not going to rain, and prefer that.
But you look at the Dolphins don't win games under 40 degrees. Like what? How does that? Like there are guys that aren't from Miami, but they don't win in cold weather. Why is that?
That's something I am kind of an expert at. Growing up in the Midwest and in Michigan, Ohio, Chicago, playing in Chicago, it's really a function of, like my dad used to tell us when we were kids. He'd say, you know, get out of the house. Dad, it's cold out there. Get your feet moving and keep them moving. You'd walk out, and then the click of the door would click behind you.
Wait, they'd lock the door?
Yeah, you hear the click. Okay, we're out. We're going to get our feet moving and keep them moving. But that's the secret. That's the answer. Your body becomes like a human hot tub because your heart is pumping warm, hot blood, especially when you're young, and that goes from the heart to the arteries to the capillaries to the tissue, and it's the more muscle you got, that's the more insulation that you have. High school anatomy tells me it goes back to the lungs and reoxygenates, and it just keeps flowing. Like, so you just keep moving, and then when you're not playing, you go to the sideline, get by that heater and that warm bench.
Who had it better than you did
in cold weather? I mean, I got a lot of experience there. Nobody, Dan.
Yeah,
nobody.
There you go. There you go.
I know the answer to that one.
I was worried about you there. Thanks for joining us. Good luck against Dallas. Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you, Dan.
That's Jim Harbaugh, second year as Chargers head coach and coach of the year back in 2011 with the 49ers.